यूट्यूब में చెప్పండి తీసుకొస్తాను తీసుకొస్తాను ఇదే నేను వేరే దగ్గర సరే సరే
ఉండని ఓరియంటేషన్ నాకైతే ఏమైతే
సరే మా
పైకి మీకు అంటుంటే ఓరియంటేషన్ అనేది అట్లనే లాక్ అయింది. ఇంకా మీకు ఇది ఎడ తిప్పినా తిరుగుతలేదు, స్లోగా తిరుగుతుంది. తిరుగుతుంది కూర్చోలేదు
3 seconds 10 20 seconds లాగ్
Okay. Yeah. Can you all see me? Yes. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Right. Okay. So, as expected, we are supposed to start at 9 o'clock, but nevertheless, we anticipated this. Okay. I'll speak in English. Is that okay? So, sometimes those are the lower matter. Okay. But if you don't understand, I'll try to translate it in English. Not more. Okay. So do you see the hall is very empty? How many of you see that? Hall is empty. Don't worry. We planned only like this. It's just hall is bigger. Okay. Just like all of your hearts. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So, but nevertheless, you all made it today. You know, some people are coming from a different state altogether, some people are coming from a different district altogether. Okay, some of us are students, some of us are working professionals, right? All of us are here. Okay, so why don't we just interact with each other? Okay, so we'll do one small activity. Okay, yes, okay. So the activity is that you will go to different people. You will go to different people. Okay, like for example, Banu can come here. Okay, so randomly you go to different people. Like I'm going to Banu. Okay, so I'm wishing Banu, my Banu. How do I know that this Banu? Yeah, that's that. Okay, so then Banu is also wishing me. Then I am telling how did I feel about summer camp? What are some 2-3 highest moments for me in summer camp? Okay, like what are 2-3 highest moments in summer camp? Okay, how many of you know about summer camp? Counting. Ever tell you summer camp గురించి ఏమైంది? ఎవరికి తెలియదు కదా? మీరు you can know from others. మిగతా వాళ్ళ గురించి మీరు తెలుసుకోవచ్చు ఏమైంది summer camp. Can you do that? So for this activity, I want all of you to be part of it. So I want Kalyan, I want Nizam, I want Shravani, I want Ramya and Shashank. In next 5 seconds, in the count 5, 4, 3. I'm a teacher, so I do this. Okay, 2, 1. Answer. Can you give me a first? Okay. So you know what to do now, right? Okay. So you have to go to different people. So how many people you go to? 3, 2, 5, 10. Okay, we'll go with 5. Okay, you have to pick 5 people, not your friends. So make 5 members to Kalwani. Someone can go to the restaurant. Okay? Okay, so we have color codes. Okay, yellow is volunteers and the team. Okay, we have blue are interns. Blue tag on all interns. That all someone can chase her. So they are the special people here. Let's go. activity. How is it? Super. Great, super. So can you hear from one or two people like what did you know, listen from others? Like what did you learn for the first time something? ఏది కొత్తగా విన్నారు, ఏది కొత్తగా తెలుసుకున్నారు? Any one or two? Yeah, I can give it a plus. Not only me, but that's the time you, yeah, that's something you learn. Okay, thank you, Sonia. So give it a super. So, like, when we started the summer camp, when we thought of it starting the summer camp started, we were clueless. We don't know where to start, how to start, who will do what. We are really clueless. But it was just the thought that okay, let's do it. Okay, and then we started this work, go 1 2 months back, like from February. So then we started creating forms, and then we just wrote out the forms. Then we have close to how many applications? 37 interns applied for summer camp. I mean that shows how much people want to serve others, right? And then from then we started doing some interview process, and then we started looking for some opportunities, and then we were able to successfully do summer camp in 7 locations. But anyway, you will know about summer camp later. But before that, I wanted to tell a little bit about our team, like the student force, right? So this started in the year of 2012, but approximately 12. Okay, but it was in college. Okay, how we started this organization is with a newspaper article. So one of my friends has a habit of reading newspapers a lot. So he read a newspaper. Then he read that there is some group of people collected some funds and then help somebody. Then he said, why don't we do it in our college? Okay, it's just that thought. We started, we gathered people, and then from then like students coming in. There's so many beautiful people in this room also. Like there are people outside as well. So everybody wanted to contribute. So that's how we started our journey. And then after that, just I completed my college. Then my juniors did not let me stop that. So they asked me to like, okay, come, let's do more events. Let's see what is that we can do together. And then COVID was a very different time for us. Like where we started doing activities that we gathered ourselves as alumni. Because till then, like we were just supporting college events and all. But since COVID, more challenges, more possibility to work. So that's how it is. So then we started working, and then last year we did summer camp with one orphanage that is led by Murli here, right? So this year we thought, like, why don't we start? Okay, that's how we started. So we wanted to show a small video of how the summer camp was. Okay, so. Is the thank you. Okay. So the background is not so good, but I want to be complete. Okay. So be connected to the video. Tell me.
समोरच्यामध्ये काय आवडतं सगळ्यात जास्त? पाऊस कसा पडते याचं वर्णन करा. Very nice.
ఇంకేమైనా నేర్చుకోవాలనుకుంటున్నావా నెక్స్ట్? థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. హ్యాపీగా థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ నాతో కోఆపరేట్.
Just saw that video. What did you observe in this video? How are the students? They're happy. They're excited. Yes. Like what got my attention is the backgrounds. Can you check the backgrounds of the students where they are? Right. You know, there are the students who don't have privilege to get into good education. They don't have, privilege to have right teacher, right? Circumstances, right? So definitely the last 1 month of summer camp has, it's not about few lessons, it's not about few activities, but it's about what kind of exposure the students are receiving. Like, they might have gone to school, but they don't know how to, how rain forms, or that kind of small exposures. Those small things, it is, some of us are really privileged to have those things, and we are successful in life right now. So through this summer camp, we were able to create that small experience in the children. I mean, that is something that is that stood out to me when I just looked at village. So thank you so much for doing that. If you appreciate that video, it's not that you are appreciating that video. I think it's you are appreciating yourself. Thank you so much for being in whatever you are doing. So I would request Pralika. Okay. So Pralika is someone who is day in day out with someone. She is. I think really she deserves a huge round of applause. Right from the start, you name it, she's there. You name it, that meeting, she's there. So she's there as a POC. She herself went to her office in Mathematics. She herself conducted. She is also coordinating with the activities or not. Most of you must have seen her So definitely she has been
Thanks for the power.
రైట్ అన్న చాలా చెప్పింది కానీ రైట్ సో రైట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఫిబ్రవరి 9th ముందు అల్యూమినై టీమ్ ఇంత యాక్టివ్గా కొంత గ్యాప్ తర్వాత వచ్చింది. ఇఫ్ యూ మైట్ హ్యావ్ సీన్ కాలేజ్ టీమ్ ఈవెన్ ఇన్ ఇన్స్టా పేజెస్ ఆర్ వేర్ ఎవర్. This is, I think, the first event after so many, maybe before also we had some events. 2023, I think we had the first summer camp, which is done by Murli. Last year, 24, we had another summer camp in another orphanage that is done by one intern.
That is coordinated by Jagna and Zua. Jagna and Zua.
Okay. Okay. So this time we thought we'll make it more structured. We'll make it a program of alumni and we'll try and understand what we can really do in this 1 month, engage children in that meaningful way, what we can really teach them. We tried exploring. In fact, it all did not happen like, okay, we had a very structured plan and we went ahead. No, we didn't have. For 3-4 meetings, we just thought like we'll do a summer camp. Nothing beyond that. We just thought we'll do a summer camp. But it all starts with one step. It all starts with few people like us in this room. Maybe next year this hall will fill with like 20 camps across India. I was asking Sandhya Akka, what is your high moment in this summer camp? She is saying that the camp reaching other states in our first trial. Like we did not try taking interns, like trying it out in a bigger scale earlier. In the first go that we tried, it really went ahead and reached other states. Odisha, that person is not able to be here, Maharashtra, and also other districts of Telangana, not just in Hyderabad. I was so happy that I myself was able to do a summer camp. So this way, it all progressed really fast, I can say. We were able to do things, sort out things really faster. We were able to adopt really faster. So I would not continue like this, like a story, but I would tell you some details, some technical details of summer camp. So most of the camp started on May 5th, and also it all depended on the availability of interns as well. So the main plan is to start from May 5th to June 5th, and we thought of having 2.5 hours of instructional time every day. So we had 4 main subjects: science, maths, English and arts. So 2 STEM subjects, 1 language and 1 creative subjects. The subjects like English and maths are very crucial for foundational learning of students. If they don't know English, they can't really sail through higher education. If they don't know maths, they will be betrayed in local mathematical conversations itself. So that is the one thing that I told them, that if you don't know maths, you will be even cheated by your local vendor. That I told to my students. And that is the main intention also, just strengthening the basic foundational English, because in my camp or many other places, Telugu most of the people will know, because that is a vernacular language, they will read, write, speak. But that gap of English is very huge. So that is the main reason behind taking 1 language, 1 science subjects, 1 math and 1 creativity. And in fact, we thought of making it exam free. If you have seen, we did not ask you to take assessment. We asked you to take a survey, interns. So we thought of making it exam free, homework free. No homework. Only we thought of giving homework for arts. Whatever the maths practice, we thought of doing it in the class itself. No homework. So this way we thought of at least trying with the 1 month period. Later we can expand to a full curriculum, whatever, the next program we can plan. So that is the major motto behind this. And the next step is curriculum team. We had 10 curriculum team members with a coordinator. So all of them work really hard. All that appreciation we keep giving again and again. So For 4 subjects, we again divided it into secondary and primary. So we had all the 4 subject curriculums like math, science, all of these there for primary students separately altogether, and only arts is common for all of them. We made arts common for all and they all did the same activities, nothing different. So this is about the other thing. And coming to the locations and all of this, we did it in 3 states, 4 districts, 7 locations, 8 interns. So not an exaggeration, and that's a hope. Maybe next year we can try 5 states, 3 to 5 states. Pakka state Andhra Pradesh pattukunnam and Karnataka pattukunnam. Let's try out whatever we can do. 5 states, some 10 districts, and at least 20 interns. Sorry, not 20 interns. Next time we can increase more. 20 locations and 40-50 interns. Students at least 1,000. This time, yeah, I'll come to that details also. So this is about locations and interns. This time we have impacted 177 students through our summer camp. And there are also challenges in this process. It was not at all easy for interns to find out orphanages, locations. Not at all easy. There are 5 interns in Hyderabad itself who dropped from the program because they were not able to find orphanages in their nearby locations, because some of them are working professionals, some of them are students. So this way they are not able to find the orphanages or even students. So there were times like another organization we reached out and she said that okay, we will arrange some people in the slum, students from some area and you can teach. But still the person, like that kind of mutual coordination was also missing. So we learned a lot in this journey and we will try and record all of this and ensure this will not happen in the next step. Summer camp cheyadame tappu. You don't believe me? Summer camp cheyadam. What I am saying is, it is very difficult to do summer camp in summer. Yeah, because students are engaged in somewhat the other way. Every orphanage you go, there are already programs happening. Or there are students who are, some of them will go only 3 days to home and will come back. Some of them will go 15 days. So it is very difficult to engage them consistently. I had 53 students in my camp, like primary and secondary. 53 students in my camp and I was taking both the batches by myself. I had a friend of mine suddenly dropped out after 3 days. So we cannot leave children like that. So like that we had so many challenges in the process. And yeah, we'll talk about more challenges, everything in the process. I think this is more or less the data of summer camp and the details. And we also want to talk about the project team in the meanwhile. So I might miss out on anyone. Please do not consider that. So 4 main project teams. One thing, the first big team, curriculum team. Very big team in the entire summer camp, 10 members team. And POCs, 5 POCs, and we also had finance team, 4 finance team members. Tech team is again, it had done tremendous work in managing social media, creating videos, posters, whenever, like even if you need a poster, now you will keep a message that I need a poster now on this particular thing. So that way we had 4 major teams working. And all this curriculum team work I have mentioned. Finance team, in the time period of 15 days, we have raised 1,24,000. In fact, the quotation was 2 lakhs, but still we were like, we budgeted again and we were thinking that okay, this is sufficient. We made a quotation and we thought this is sufficient and we have stopped. So that is about the finances. And POCs, how POCs, point of contacts, help. Point of contacts are Sandhya, PK, Murli, myself and plus another girl from Bangalore. So she is not here today because of an interview. All the way from Bangalore, she was coordinating for every small thing to happen things on ground with Divya. For every small thing, I need Divya photo, she will send. Every small thing, big thing, POCs were always there to support the interns with respect to curriculum. Like if you don't understand curriculum, what should we do? Immediately they'll call POC and say, ma'am, this topic, there is a challenge. How should we go about it? This material is not available. What can we do? Can we take some other material? Because all the activities, most of them are using materials. We did not teach like, okay, fractions, children, let's sit and take out your notebook, pen, nothing. I have taught integers to students. I have made a number line all the way from there to the other corner of the room. I made them to walk and learn fundamental operations of integers. When they told this in the expo in front of the founder of the orphanage, he was very moved because most of us do not know. How many of you know applications of integers in real life? Quick 5 applications. How many of you can say? Applications of integers, quick 5. Anemometer. We made, okay, not to embarrass anybody again. We made students to know these concepts. How many of us know how a phone works, communication, internet works? We all went to computer classes after our 10th class and we just drawn the parts of the computer and came back. Or we have written some notes and came back. We made students how internet operates, how communication works. When you make a call, how does that get transmitted and received by the other person on the end? We made students understand how electricity comes all the way from the generation station to your home. These kind of things which they usually see, but they wonder, how does this happen? This kind of interesting things we made students to learn in the higher grades. Primary students, we made them learn the grade level topics. Now, we didn't go to the technological aspects of science. We made them understand the grade level aspects. So, this is about the topics and all. And I think more outcomes, yes. Obviously, I think if video was there, I could have made it more organized also. So coming to outcomes, I would like to go subject wise and let me know if I am giving more data or making you bored somewhere. Okay. So with respect to English, especially I can say about storytelling or word reading practice. So we had 3-letter words, 4-letter words, 5-letter words, 6 and important words in the daily life. So we made students we made interns have their discretion. See, this is the word sheet, you teach in your own way. In my own camp, I'll share my experience. Students said we'll have an exam at the end of this entire camp. We had 6 winners with less than 3 mistakes. 6 winners with less than 3 mistakes, and I wantedly made it competitive and eliminated even the students with 4 mistakes. Maybe this is rude, but yeah, most of them were very competitive. Every day they used to practice. Every day they used to write it 5 times on their own. Believe me, on their own. They filled their books. They surprised me at times. So the outcomes in English, as per the data as I remember, it increased to 75 to 80% in non-net camp, and even in my camp it increased to 65% from 50%. I had a large data set. So that is comparing the baseline and endline. We also have conducted the baseline because we wanted to understand where are the students at first in the beginning of the camp and where did we take them by the end of the camp. So we have conducted a baseline and an endline survey. So comparing both the data, this is the increase in levels, and this data is overall. And when it comes to reading, it have tremendously increased to 80% at times with respect to reading of stories, all of this. And speaking also, 3 aspects we dealt in English: reading, writing and speaking. So with respect to speaking, they have told about themselves, self-introduction. They have told about their school, jam of school for 1 minute. So these are all the different things we have covered, and it was very shocking to see that how a little support from an intern made a huge difference with respect to the students in language aspects. They were so passionate to learn. On the first day of baseline survey, there were students who came and said, I don't know English, but I want to learn. I was so moved because a third grade, fourth grade student was saying this to me. Even as elders, outrightly we many times do not say that I want to learn. Okay, not elaborating more on English. Going to maths, we have dealt on fundamental operations and also dealing with fractions. Lot of topics like this. And in science we have analyzed on the parameters of like when a student observes the activity, are they able to explain it or not? Are they are able to make the record of observations or not? These are the parameters of analysis. And even this increased from 60% to 85% in science. And with all these things you will receive as a report. The report is already ready and we will send all of this across to all the donors, all the guests, whoever know about the name summer camp, they will receive the report. Okay. And with respect to arts, believe me, 90% of the students want to do arts in their free time. Yeah. What I felt is that we can just give them some supporting material and ask them to do. Make them mistakes. Just draw everything that they want. Just make the paper bad, look ugly, and later they will do it. So 90% of them felt so interested to do arts, but all of us are engineers. So yeah, that's the area I felt. Yeah, even I felt like from the outside I felt even this is the art. Yeah, so that is more or less. And one other thing I wanted to share about summer camp are the expos. We don't want, I said there are no exams, but we didn't leave them there. We have conducted baseline, we have conducted end line, we have taken teacher opinions about the students, all of this we have done. But we have named it as expos, which actually means project-based assessments. Because each student will take a topic from what they have learned and they will tell about that topic. If they have chosen a topic like water cycle, I think you will see in the video also, a student is explaining water cycle. So, in the expos what they did is, they made a model of water cycle, they will explain. They made a model of solar system, they will explain. There is a team which will do all the artwork and they will tell what they have done, how did they learn, how they have represented all thematically. So, like this we have done project-based assessments, which I felt are not only bringing out students' creativity, but also telling them that you can learn your concepts in a more fun way. I think this is the message that went into the students. So, expos are also something that we felt so joyful. I myself in my summer camp, like we did it for 3-4 days of preparation to expose their learnings. So, it was all really fun being in project team, and it was more fun and challenging in implementing the program. I'm sure you all interns will resonate with me in this aspect. So that is a lengthy overview of summer camp. We'll go ahead. We have more people who are joining. Yeah. So we have more people joining, but we wanted to start off and finish things on time itself. So let's get into the interns aspects and understand their experience, and because it is a time to hear from them. A lot of us do not know exactly what happened on the ground, their experiences, all of this. Yesterday when I was making the report, I was recalling every experience that I have in my camp and in the last 30-40 days, what had happened. So I was recalling all this, and now I wanted to hear from you interns as well. No. Okay. So I think PK is calling for a break then.
I'll take it. Okay, thank you. Can you give a round of applause to the Okay, so basically when Pralita was talking about numbers, how many of you think 65 is average? So she said no, that okay, the English, I think for English, students move from 50 to 65 or something like that. In her camp. How many of you think it is average? Or is it a great number or is it average? What do you think? Okay, see, I mean, some of you think it's a good number, some of you think I want you to present to it. So that's how we were privileged. For us, like there was expectation that okay, 85% we have to pay. And there were people who were supporting in our life. I think we should really thank you to them. But there are students who are struggling to get 65, right? And then with small support of whatever we have done in summer camp, I think we were able to reach. You know, education is the biggest problem in India. See, there are 177 students in 7 different locations in say 5 summer camps. Imagine how big is our country, how many students are there, how many students are yet to get impacted, yet to be touched, right? So I'm really felt very happy when Kalamba said that next year 1,000 students, you know. Really, I think I'm really hoping that will be there so that we can impact, and there should be one day where we can reach that number to 0. Because that's the whole idea, right? We don't want anybody to not be at that place. Okay, so thank you so much, Veronica, and thank you so much for all the teachers. So, small change in the plan. Okay, we'll be having a break now. So the time is now 10:45. Can we have a 15-20 minutes break? Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, so there's the washrooms. Okay, you go, there's soap, there's washroom, there's water. I think some biscuits are on the way. Then just be here in some time. So in 15 minutes again we'll come back. Okay?
At 11 we will be back.
Yeah, at 11 sharp we'll be back. Okay? I want Sanjana, Chaitanya, Radhika to be here. Thank you.
And continue interactions.
Sure. And this is a small gallery walk. So I want you to just wait and go watch some pictures of summer camp.
Oh my God. at least for the intro.
Okay. How many of you are charged with water, biscuits? Charging? Done? Okay. Auntie is hesitating to raise hand. Huh? Okay. So, I think we are well and enough dived into, like at least at the basic level. Can we all have all eyes on the speaker? I said teacher behavior I'll show. All eyes on speaker. No phones, nothing else. Okay? Smart positions, everyone? Smart positions. Yes. Don't lean because you have smart positions. It's like you have to sit straight. That's it. You can lean. Okay. You may lean but don't stay relaxed because we are going to do something stronger. Maybe one sentence, one word, one conversation have lot of power to take a turn in life. I think around 2 months back, one person called and said, I think I told that person sometime back that you have to do anything that you do in a very excellent manner, which I heard from other person, that if you are sweeping, if that is your job, you should do it that excellently that people will speak about you that there is nobody else in this district or the country who can sweep this excellently. I am not speaking exactly about the action of speaking. I am speaking about the excellence. A person called me 2 months back and said, Akka, I think I told this to some 50 people, but I never told that I heard this from you, so I want to share it back. Why I am saying this is because that is the power of our conversations. So, we are going to dive little deeper because the main purpose of today is to celebrate all our efforts. We'll have lot of fun, joy, sharing of emotions. At the same time, we'll have analysis. We'll stop. We'll analyze. We'll think over our experiences. Brainstorm and plan. Okay? So, that is what we are going to do in the next 1 hour. Okay? What we are going to do now is, we all will break into groups to have a conversation over education. How many of you feel that education in India is not up to the mark? Maybe your mark is at 60 only, but it is not up to the mark. Maybe your mark is at 35, that pass marks, but still not up to the mark. How many of you feel and believe that? Okay, put your hands down. How many of you truly believe that each of us have a power of bringing a change, a very small change with respect to education in India? A very small change. Thank you. How many of you have that awareness that you know some 5 challenges of education in India? 5 challenges. If you have gone to school, you will know that. Just passing 10th class, you will identify 5 challenges, I am sure. Okay? Thank you. How many of you think that I can give some solution which other person also can implement? Okay. You are not the responsible person for that, but somebody else also can implement. Okay. I think we are able to do all these basic things, right? So we are enough ready to do this activity. Okay. So we have some 5 to 6 of us, or more than 6 of us, who are enough experienced in education. At least 1 month of teaching children will give you lot of experiences. So I will share one experience because sometimes this kind of experiences will get ignored. Okay, I will go to my camp at 3 o'clock and I will return around 6:45, 6:30, 7, whatever, whenever the class finishes. Okay. First 2 hours I will teach one batch, next 2 hours I will teach another batch. So 5 to 7 is the visitor's time. In orphanages we have visitor's time, right? I will just tell them that this is our today topics, make them into groups, give them the material, then suddenly somebody comes up and says, we have donors. and we need only 5 minutes. That's what they say. I'll be waiting there for 5 minutes, 10, 15, tick, 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 30 minutes, still they don't come up. And 30 minutes of my instructional time is gone. This is a very big challenge for me that I faced in my summer camp. With respect to one batch, I had very limited instructional time. When you are not given that enough time, it is very difficult to do what you wanted to do. So we might ignore, okay, there are donors. How many of you think that you feel happy by celebrating your special days by visiting orphanages? How many of you feel that? Okay. After my 1 month of experience in orphanage, I don't want to celebrate my special days by making them to sit like this, clap for me, say happy birthday, cut cake with them, distribute my sweets to them. I really don't want to do. I don't want to give them biryanis and make them feel, I don't know I am speaking right or wrong, I am speaking my mind. I really don't know whether I am speaking right or wrong, because everybody's belief system is different. So I am there to teach them. We have something productive. What used to happen is that donors used to come, all 60, 70 children used to sit like this. They used to cut cake, click pictures, go. They think that maybe like these days we have some instant places where we can go, celebrate and come, right? I don't know what we call them.
Party hall.
Huh?
Party hall.
Party halls. I don't want to compare, but this is my major challenge in the camp. Like that, interns, I would encourage you a lot to get into the details of the camp. Understand what are the gaps, what are your observations with respect to your camps, what are the challenges you have faced. You can think, zoom out and think largely. Okay, what is the overall challenge of my camp? You can zoom in to individual student and think to an individual level. What is the learning gap of each student, or why is this student struggling? Why is this student not attentive in the class? I can just keep on saying different possibilities. The only two things I would ask you to do is look at the larger picture of your camp and look at the bigger challenges. Zoom in and understand the smaller challenges, because when these smaller challenges are not there, eliminated, the impact can be even much bigger. So try to understand all the aspects. This is for interns. Also for others, maybe who are not in close association with summer camp or did not follow the updates, all of this, you can think on all the observations right from your childhood. Maybe you have undergone corporal punishment in your school. I was so scared that even after scoring 49 marks in maths, my sir gave me one beating on my hand because I did not got 50. That kind of education I received. So just root into your own experiences. Your school experiences, college experiences, intermediate, for all of us. Root into all your experiences. Bring in the challenges. Because maybe your idea can be a project, your idea can be an NGO's mainstream work for next 15-20 years, which can resolve the problem completely. Right? So maybe you are seeing a lot of NGOs who are working in education, so who are doing great impact. Your idea, your observation of a challenge could be the next one. Okay, and it's not the only purpose. When we observe something, we will become aware, we will become conscious and do something correct. Not like a full-time job, but somewhat other way we will get connected, associated and do something correct. Okay, this is about this thing. And also we have curriculum teams who have worked specifically on curriculum. So what did you learn in your school days? How were you taught? And what is that shift in your designing? All of that you can, I'm just trying to give that guiding lines so that maybe you can think in those lines. But it's not limited to that particular aspects. You can always, sky is the limit. You can just think in unbounded way. Okay? So That is all what I wanted to say. We will have 20 minutes. Okay? We will have not 20 minutes actually, 15 minutes where maybe we'll have team of 5 members in each group. We'll have 6 teams, 5 members in each group. Each of you will get like 2 minutes or 3 minutes to share your observations, challenges, all of the gaps, whatever you think. Okay? So you can share and you can write your observations, all of like maybe not like a story, but like a gist of it. And later after 15 minutes, we will come back. Each of your group will come up with a theme. Okay, don't worry about theme, topic, all of that. First you write your observations. Later instructions again I will provide. Okay. I was speaking about observations, challenges, all this, right? I will say the other aspect also. When there is something good happening in a smaller scale, that also need to be appreciated and that need to be taken to a larger scale, right? Consider those kind of observations also. There is happiness curriculum, social emotional learning curriculum, there is financial literacy happening. So what kind of things can be enhanced for a better education in India? Okay? The negative aspects, I mean challenges, gaps, observations, these. At the same time, certain good things happening which can be taken to a larger scale. You can have both kind of things jotted down. You will be given color papers, all the materials required. Okay. Except interns, can you all start counting from 1 to 5? After 5 again you will say 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Remember your numbers, don't forget. 1, 3, 4, 5, 2,
3, 4. 2,
3,
4.
5, 1. Okay, yeah. Now all the 5s will be in one group, all the 4s will be in one group, all the 3s in one group, all the 2s in one group and 1s in one group. Okay? So you may sit in the place you want. But after 15 minutes again I want you all to be here. Okay? It would be great if we can sit down as groups. Yes, all 1s in Sandhya Akka's place, all 2s in the other corner. All 2s in my left hand corner, all 3s in the right hand corner, all 4s near the colorful window. Meeku colorful corner. What is your number? That observations gaps in a short.
Give the instructions again.
Can group number 1 raise hands? Group number 2? Group number 2?
Yes.
Okay. Please sit wherever you want quickly. Group number 3? Group number 4? Okay. Group number 5? Okay. Where is speaking? Right. Interns, can you all join one group? Each in one group. You are a value addition to that particular group, which means your observations makes a lot of difference to them. Okay? Each intern in one group. Manisha in group number 5. Pooja in group number 1. Divya in group number 2. Okay? Rohit in group number 3. Rameshwar in 4. Yes. Can I have all of your attention for 30 more seconds? Can you people settle down colorful window? You may choose some other place also. Can I have your attention for 30 seconds?
BJP office that left side the Facebook.
30 seconds attention. Champions. They are posing the photos.
30 seconds.
30 seconds attention, please.
Yes.
I would just want to remind you people what to write in the chat. I would say don't be hurry in the write to something. Okay. What is to be written on the sheets that we give you first is your observations, challenges, gaps, and the positive aspects in education which we can enhance. Okay. That you will write in the first 15 minutes. Charts pen and colorful sheets is a word pen. Okay, no? Not in the charts. That we will do later. You are all clear, right? Give me a thumbs up if you are clear.
Challenges and observations.
Challenges, observations, gaps, any positive aspects which can be enhanced. Okay?
You give a sheet now.
I will give you a sheet, but meanwhile you can start your discussions. Okay? You will be given a sheet and sketch.
Okay. First half of the week, right, second half of the day, we might have some ideas. So in the second half, we can write the word Okay, so the point is that assessment is the challenge. Actually, like you fix assessment, the education system not saying that. So we have Raida ma'am. She is actually a coordinator in the school system. She wanted to join us. On the weekend, so we are just thinking about this water or observation and source solutions or ideas. Education. So you just need to include yourself. So you have to take it. Talk about behavior. That's it. Social education. Right.
You all have 8 more minutes to complete your conversations on the first one. Time check, 8 minutes more.
Although in some cases it's not common, most of the 70% of the English medium students going to important schools. But still, around 1 to 2% of students are making it to BTech from government schools. So that's the thing. So they are implementing it, but why can't they are not getting why those government students and students are not reaching up to the BTech speed or degree, but why they are completing those intermediate. So that's the thing. So the students they just study, they just go to school, they study only that thing. We have to make them reach up to new schools or other places. We have to make them they have some fear. Exposure. They have some fear of exposure. So we have to make them reach out to the different schools. So our main target is like the students who are in the intermediate setting. They are just going to go to the schools or maximum to the intermediate or to CEC, MBC. After that they are just leaving. So we have to make them reach a degree. If once they complete a degree, they go intention, then they have a job. There is something changing. So that's the thing. And there is a problem because I'm from a rural area. In my village, there is school. In my village, around 70%, maybe 30% is their problem because they are their fathers are farmers. In my village, most of farmers, agriculture based families. So it's okay, they are farmers. But then it's just created there is a for farmers by education. So education is something nothing is the job. So that's the thing that happens.
Basically, what I understand, exposure is something very important for the kids. So that they
5 minutes more.
one thing that I just wanted to add from my experience, being a teacher trainer past 5 years in the one thing is that we all think of like okay, we need to teach this to the children, teach this to the children. But when you look at the scale of the language, so many number of students are there. When you teach to so many number of students, if I have an exposure of skill-based learning, then I can teach the same in the classroom. But if I don't have the experience of skill-based, I can't teach because I don't know how it looks like. My teacher taught me, okay, this question right, then I asked my students to write that in the book, I asked them to write. Because I was not in some place, some place you not impact. I think teachers are one key players. They are key. They will help to transform this whatever the standard they are discussing. But after COVID, there are teachers. Teachers are like endangering, that's the right word. Because I see that many of them are like very open to just go sit and just can get the same amount, but where teaching you get the same amount, where you sit and just, but then you have a lot of work, a lot of parents to answer, a lot of books to cover. The system itself is not appreciating the teachers, or not recognizing or not giving them right support. I think that is one of the challenges in